So macro is executed either directly by the user in the interactive planning screen or automatically at the predefined point during the background job. Okay. Hello. 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 Hello, Chiru. Am I audible? Hello. Hello. Yes, Chiru.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Now I can hear you. It's fine if you are not able to see. I'll share the draft with you. Okay.
I don't know why it's becoming like blank everything.
So now it is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So macros executed either directly by the users in interactive planning screen or the automatically at the predefined point during that background job. Okay. Okay. So by adding the micro activities, we can schedule the job also in the background.
Okay.
So this option we have. Okay. Another point is macros are normally used or normally created under specific planning book and data view. Okay,
Okay.
data view level.
Um, Hello.
Yeah, Chiru.
Really sorry, ma'am. There is stuck in the letter.
No issue, no issue.
I
It's
don't know
fine.
why.
It's fine. It's fine. Now it's visible. My screen is visible.
Yes.
Okay. So macros are normally created under specific planning book and data view level. Okay.
Okay.
Means okay. Means you have to uh, create under particular planning book and data views only. You can, if you want to create macro, first of all you need to create the planning book and database. Then only we have to proceed it further. Without
Okay.
planning book and data, it is not possible to create macros.
Oh, okay.
So we have different type of macros. Types of macros: default macro, start macro, and level change macro, and exit macro. These four macro we have. Default macro means mm, whenever whenever you load the selections, na? Whenever we load the selections like particular combination of product and label like that we
Okay.
selected in the interactive planning screen right now, that loading,
Oh, yes.
we selected particular product bunch. There we see our
Yes.
key figures and all. So all that whenever you load that selection na, in planning book
Okay.
and that data view, uh, load the, whenever you load the selections in planning book and data view, that system calls the default macros. It calls default macro. Okay. So if you give any interview and you have been told to explain this, so you could explain like that. Okay. Hello.
Ma'am, ma'am, I cannot see. Just explain, ma'am. Then send me that.
Are you not able to see my screen?
Hmm. No, ma'am. It's a blank again. No, ma'am.
Oh,
It's
okay, okay.
please.
I'll share the draft
I
with
can
you.
hear you.
No worries.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there are four types of macros: default, start, label change macro, and exit macro. Okay, so for default
Okay.
macro means if you are giving an interview and you have been asked to extend this macro, so you could define like this. Like first is default. It's whenever you load the selections in planning area and data view, system calls a default macro. Okay,
Okay.
it calls a default. I'm preparing a note for you. Wait.
Okay.
And the next is start macro. So whenever you open, like whenever you enter and into the planning book, uh, in that whenever you enter into that interactive planning transaction, na,
Okay.
interactive demand planning screen, whenever you enter in interactive planning and loading, that selections uh, firmly from that planning book.
Okay.
Whenever you enter and effective planning and loading. So, what is the difference between default and start? Is that both the same? You have to do the selections. You have to load the selections for both. Okay, in planning book and data view. Okay, but what is the difference is that whenever you load the data in data selections in the planning book and data view, na default macro will generate automatically. Okay,
Okay.
uh, whenever you do some work it will generate automatically, but what is difference is that when you use stat macros now, you have to like every time you made any changes you have to uh, load the data again and again, then only
Okay.
system calls the stat macro. Okay,
Okay.
you made any changes, you have to do that loading of the selections again and again to refresh it.
Okay.
But in default, if you assign that macro as default, if any changes is there, it will automatically macro will work.
Okay.
Third one is level change macro. So at the time drill up and drill down, system calls level change macro. Okay. Once you scroll up, scroll down now. At the time of drill up and drill down, system calls level change macro. There is nothing but the aggregation and disaggregation. Okay.
Okay.
If you assign the macro to level change during that aggregation and disaggregation, it will work. Exit macro. The time of saving the data system calls the exit macro. The key code is to create the macro is /n//SAP APO underscore ADVM. Okay.
SAP APO.
SAP APO /ADVM. I'll share the draft with you, don't worry.
Okay.
So initially I told that macro created for the particular planning view and data view, okay? Planning book and data view.
Yes.
So once you enter in that screen now, you'll get to see all these created planning books and data views, okay? So you need to select your word created. and work accordingly.
Okay.
So first of all, we check the for which planning book we created. So we need to find our own, and then we need to proceed. So go to that, and then we will find. Find planning book data view. Create macros in that.
Come
Yeah, Chiru. I'm just saying uh, what can I teach you without SAP, without system. So total forecast is equal to forecast plus manual correction and promotions.
on.
So once cell will get the system, will create the macro for forecast plus manual correction plus promotion. Okay, is equal to total forecast. We'll create the macros for this thing. I'm sharing the draft with you. Are you able to see? Just check.
No, ma'am. My screen is totally blank.
Oh, okay. Okay, I shared with you. Once your screen is visible, na, you can download it from your Teams chat. Hello,
Hello.
hello. Yeah, I
Yeah.
shared with you.
Oh
Once your
yes.
laptop is working now, you download it from there,
Okay.
from your Teams app, Teams chat.
Okay.
Now you see alert. So alert management. Hello, hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, actually. So so I'm taking next topic. Okay, alert management.
Okay.
Alerts, alerts are going to give messages for exceptional things. Like to alert the monitor is a standalone component of APO that enables you have a unified approach to handling problems. Okay, messages for exceptional things. So alert model is a standalone that enables you to approach to. I'm just making the notes so that in future also you could refer all these things. Okay,
Okay.
these are all basic things that only this type of question they'll ask you in the interview. Otherwise, the once you get the hands-on experience in any organization, you automatically get to know all these things. Just basic things you need to know, like what is alert, what is macros, how basically it works, like that only. They're not going to ask you
Okay.
anything deep. So this alert void is basically for the planner that can identify the any alerts in the system, and accordingly they could take the actions. So alert monitor is a tool with which like planners can monitor. So state of the yeah. Yes. So the purpose of the alert monitor is to inform planners if a condition of the plan has been violated. Okay. So alert will be created by macros. Okay. So in macros only alerts are getting generated. Alerts will be created with the help of macros. Okay.
Okay.
For all modules like DP, then SNP, PPDS, uh, not only for APO, all other SAP functions, we can create and use the alert management for all SCM functions.
Okay.
This is about a pre-description of the alert.
Alert. Okay.
How so let me provide the steps how we are proceeding for the configuration. First of all, we have to define define your alert. At what Spanish values you need to generate the alert. Okay, for what type of conditions you need to overcome, and you want uh, to get the alert for that conditions. Okay, so that type of conditions you need to define and define your alert. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if there is some conditions like you don't want any negative values, or you don't want any overproduction, you don't want any average values that you defined greater than that. So that type of alert you could decide, and accordingly you apply the alert. Okay.
Okay.
Then next step is create an application profile. Then next step is create an overall profile. So second step is create application profile. In that we need to assign the we need to first you have to define your alert. Then next, after defining the alert, create the application profile. And in that second step, you have to assign the profile to your planning book and data view. Okay, this application profile you need to assign to your planning book and data view. Okay. Then create an overall profile. The third step is to create the overall profile and assign an application profile and then create an overall profile and assign that application profile into that overall profile. Okay. And after the next step is after creating overall profile, we must assign your overall profile to your uh, user IDs. Okay. So for which all user IDs you want to give this access. Okay. So these are all our things is going to be done into the supply chain monitoring path. Okay. Supply chain monitoring path. Normally the path where you are going to create this alert is APO, supply chain monitoring is that chain monitoring and current settings and alert monitor. Okay, go to APO, then supply chain monitoring, current setting, and then alert monitor. Stick code is /m/APO slash amon underscore setting AMON. I'll share this draft, you don't worry. Set and alert monitor. I'm preparing that note for you, so don't worry. So go to APO, then supply chain monitoring, then current setting. Okay, the cheat code is /n/APO slash AMON underscore setting. Setting to set an alert monitor. Okay. So this is the part where we are going to create an alert. Under this part, the first step is maintaining the alert profile, overall profile. Okay, let's set an alert profile. Slash and slash SAP APODP-Macros. So in demand planning, a step is create macro, then assign the planner to alert and run macro. Okay, this will be our configuration. And in supply chain monitoring, monitor and alert and correction. Supply chain monitoring, monitor and alert and correction. Code is APO supply chain monitoring alert monitor slash and slash SAPO slash M11. Okay, so for supply chain monitoring, there is a to monitor the alert and corrections, if any. We can use this transaction called slash and SAP APO slash M11. Okay, where we can see the our where we can monitor our alerts and their corrections. Okay, we can make the corrections over there only. Okay, whatever we applied given the conditions, so for that some logs, some alerts are generated. Okay, so that alert monitoring we can do by using this transaction slash and slash SAP slash M11. Okay, so
Okay.
corrections and another alert monitor can be done from there.
Okay.
So in supply chain monitoring we are going to create the alert, like define the alert and then create an application profile. Then application profile will assign the profile to their planning book and data view. Okay. Then we create an overall profile. In that,
Okay.
assign the application profile to the overall profile.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
And after that, creation of the overall profile, and that overall profile we must assign to your overall profile to your user ID. After creation of overall profile, we need to assign to the user ID.
Right.
This is for authentication purpose, and under demand plan we have to create a macro, then assign the plan to the alert. Like creation of macro is the normal thing. At the time of creation, we only do the macros creation. Then we need to assign that planner to the alert. Okay. For the authorization purpose, we need to assign that to some planner or uh, some employees department to that alert to for the authorization purpose. Okay, that user ID we need to assign to that alert. Okay, otherwise the person will not be able to see that. Okay, so that assigning the alert is responsibility is also of the consultant for the authorization. So authorization and um, here we are assigning the alert, assigning the application profile to the user. Okay, and then we run the macro and then monitor alerts by monitoring the alerts, and its correction will be done by slash n slash SCP slash m on one tree
Okay.
code. Okay,
M11. Okay. Okay.
and so like that we can view and take the actions.
Okay.
So there are two type of macros: database macro, which are going to store for permanent basis in the in our database. Okay, and there is another one is dynamic macro. Okay, so for some temporary basis we can use this temporary macros. Okay,
Database.
yeah. Dynamic database and dynamic. This file is also I'm sharing with you. uh, from tomorrow you confirm me that you are able to download this from Teams chat. Otherwise I'll mail you. Okay.
Okay.
Server is renewed, once the server is renewed we'll see that hands-on experience, we'll see that configuration part.
Okay.
But these steps are similar. You can refer it in future also. So once you will not be having the server. Uh, we, so when are you not having that server authorization, the server, you can also refer that these notes to remind that
Okay.
steps. Okay.
Okay.
You want me to take some another topic or tomorrow?
Yes, sir. If it's okay for you because you're working now, ma'am.
Yeah, actually, I am
Yeah, that will,
today. I'm nowadays I'm overloaded actually.
okay. That only I said no. If you're okay, then I'm okay. If not okay, it's fine.
No, it's fine. So I think they are also not renewing much more now. So we should complete it as soon as possible. Otherwise, they'll not renew and we'll face then issues.
Yes, ma'am.
That server
Yes, ma'am. Sir.
will take some. I'll brief you about the safe. Okay.
Okay.
I shared that alert management file with you.
Okay.
So in SAP APO, we have four models. Okay. It's APODP, SMP,
B.
PPDS, and JDP.
Okay.
Among that, I have covered SAP APODP
B.
and BW, and I'm going forward this SLP. Okay.
Listen.
So for this SAP APO safe, so in the SNP, before going to start about the SNP, first of all we have to know about the SIF. Okay, so SIF is nothing but
Core
the
interface.
core interface.
Core interface. Yes.
After completion of the SIF, we'll move to the SNP. So it is
Listen. Okay.
important um, to know about the SIF before start the SNP.
Okay.
First of all, the SIF full form is overview. False SIF full form is core interface. Core interface. In the APO SIF overview, I am going to cover about the architecture of integration, transfer of master data, APO master data, modules and planning versions, and transfer of transactions data.
Okay.
Okay, monitoring, error handling, and okay.
Okay.
So these are the topic I am going to cover. The screen is not visible to you, na? Is the screen visible?
Still shows. No, no.
No.
Even I'm
Okay.
trying just try it in YouTube also. It shows for just 5 seconds and it will be back like black.
Okay, no issue. I'm typing it over here. Otherwise, I have some diagram.
You can share that now.
Yeah, I'll
Again, it
share
will be
that with
free.
you. But I'm writing steps right now. Okay, what are the topics are
Okay,
there? Okay, I'll share
okay,
that. It's not diagram. It's just one slide of the PPT.
okay.
Transfer will cover that architecture of overall that integration, then transfer of.
And again, no need to type no ma'am. Anyway, if you have that structure, no need to type again. It will take more time. Just
Sorry.
tell it. If you have that diagram, no, you said no.
Yeah, diagram means that slide
You can,
only. That
okay, you can
that
share that.
complete
Again,
architecture
now
we
we
need
try
to
to do it.
show. Yeah, no, I have some diagrams. Means for your understanding, I have some RFC link, remote functional link, and all. So that I'll
Okay,
share with you.
okay,
Okay, and these steps I have written, so that I am already mentioning over here.
okay.
Okay. First of all, we need to understand the architecture of the integration, then transfer of the master data, then APO master data, then models and planning version, then transfer of transaction data, monitoring and error handling. Okay, so these are the all the steps which need to be done for the performing and configuration of the SIF. Okay, so if someone asks to in interview or any purpose, what we are doing in SIF in core interface. Okay, so you can tell them like that. First of all, we need to integrate the complete architecture of the integration. Okay, then we'll transfer all the master data from SAP to APO and APO to SAP. Okay, and then models and planning version we need to maintain. Okay, for that particular model and planning version only that will it will work. Then transfer of transactions data, like transactional data, what are the data are available in SAP ECC, the transfer, and monitoring and handling if any error is there while transferring the data. Okay,
Error handling. Monitoring and error handling, no ma'am. Last.
yeah, last is one. You don't write, I am already writing it. It's fine. So these are all topics we need to cover. So this is the complete overview for that. These are the complete steps for the configuration. So let me introduce some example. Like we have a RFC links between normally in the APO. What the APO will do? APO will do planning. Okay, it is for the main planning purpose. Okay, if you don't have inputs, it will take some inputs from the external system. Okay,
Okay,
that is called a R3 system, means ECC system. Okay, so that
okay,
inputs are nothing but a master and transactional data. Okay, it has to be get from the ECC system. Okay, so the way we are getting this data inputs from the ECC APO is through the link of called RFC, remote functional call. Okay,
function call. Yes.
with the help of the remote functional call, it will help to get the data from ECC to APO. Okay, this remote function call is with the help of the core interface. Okay.
Okay.
So initially both don't have the interconnections. We need to maintain the transfer from ECC to APO. Like generally basis team is there. You know, as a consultant, as a developer, you don't need to do anything. Basis team is there who look after all this SIF maintenance. Okay.
Okay.
So if anything is not getting transferred, or if you are facing any issue, na, so basis team is there. Okay.
Okay.
But you should have some understanding of the SIF, because you are working in the system. Okay, so some kind of understanding you should have, that what is happening. So that is the reason you are not getting some data transfer. Okay. So
Okay.
that's why they need some understanding from your side in the SIF. Okay. So otherwise this all steps needs to be done by the basis team only. Okay, to get this data from ECC to APO, we use the RFC with the help of the remote function call with the help of the SIF. So we have a ECC system. Okay, system. There we have a input as a master data and transactional data. Okay,
Okay.
and transfer into the APO. This is being done by RFC remote function call with the help of SIF. Okay.
Okay.
Next is structure of the RFC link. So how the data is transferred? How the data is transferred from EC to APO. Okay. So what are the structure and what are the steps to transfer it? Okay. Hello. To transfer the data,
Yes.
to maintain the structure, to maintain the RFC connection between the ECC to APO, we need to understand the 5 steps. Okay.
Okay.
Between the ECC and APO system, there is a linkage, is the structure of RFC link. Okay. So to make this RFC link connection, we need to define, we need to create these 5 steps. Okay. Structure of
Yes, ma'am. I can hear.
structure of RFC link overview. Uh, Between an R3 system, means ECC and APO system, to define logical system. Okay. So first of all is define the logical system, like names of the ECC and APO. The name of the EC system and APO system has to be exist in ECC system, and name of the ECC and APO has to be existed in APO system. Okay. So both
Okay.
the names has to be there in both the systems.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll so after performing above function steps like architecture of integration, we need to define the first step is the architecture of integration. Okay, integration. In that only we need to define logical system. Okay, then assign client to the logical system. You need to assign client. Okay, client is nothing but the client is nothing but the APO systems which are dedicatedly given for the particular